Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get to part two of this Country Wayne skit review when it comes to Ralphie. Gotta be your caddy, you can be my big daddy. Take it slowly, heaven hold me. Gotta be your caddy, you can be my big daddy. See, every time he come in, they need to play that song. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, our big daddy, Mr. Our big daddy, Mr. Ralphie, our teddy bear that we love so much. Shout outs to T Hustle. I am so happy that he did that. And even though Ralphie got to do business with the guy don't like him. He ain't got no issues with him. I'm glad that T Hustle made both of them understand that it's about the money. It's not about the fact of their issues and the fact that, they're going to be working together. I think in the end, it more than likely will probably work out. It's probably going to take some time for them to work it out, but I think it's going to be fine in the end. Ralphie got the store. T Hustle gave him the store. And I think that was commendable of him to do that. And I think that is absolutely great. And I can't wait for Diva to see it. And so I just think it's going to be, a great thing for them to be able to, to do that. So I'm actually happy for Ralphie, to be honest. I am. I'm absolutely ecstatic for him. So we're just going to have to see how, this plays out. And we're going to have to see how this is going to go. But I'm happy for him. And shout out to T Hustle again. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, T Hustle. You did your thing. You went and you said you were going to make it right. And you have made it right. So I'm proud of you. As for Ernestine, girl, did you really think that he was going to talk to you, aka Jay was going to talk to you after what happened? Girl, you better pray to God that he ain't doing exactly what he said he could do. This man could not only put you in jail, but this man can destroy everything that you stand on. This man can go and tell your mama everything that is going on in that at that house. That's the crazy part. Your mama is dealing with cancer and you got drug dealers at her house basically bringing stuff that ain't supposed to be there. All because this man is you down and he's giving you the best sex you ever had. Oh, okay. So you're willing to lose it all for sex. You're willing to lose it all because the fact of love, what you think is love. That ain't love, Ernestine. That man don't love you. That man is using you is what he doing. So in the end, the fact that you sitting up here thinking this man loves you, girl, that man don't love you at all. That man is like this about the situation. This man don't love you, period. And that's the sad part about it. He don't. He don't love you at all. So at the end of the day, it's really crazy that you think this man loves you and he doesn't. So he don't love you at all. So girl, if you don't let that go and move on and realize this man doesn't love you and realize that you need to get as far away from him and Trey as possible, girl, leave both of them alone and move on and let it go. Because these are not men that you need to be dealing with if you would like me to be real with it. These are men that you need to stay as far away as possible away from because these men don't care nothing about you, Ernestine. Now you done slept with his homeboy. Wait till that come out. At the end of the day, Melissa is leaving him alone. Melissa got Mike. And I really believe at this point, Mike is going to stay with Melissa. At this point, I don't think he's going back to Sonny. I think he realizes at this point that he need to just be with Melissa. The fact that he gave Melissa mama some money, you know what you should have did, Mike? Instead of giving that woman some money, you should have just went and had the people come out there and just do it. Have Melissa to get her mama out the house, and then you went over there and remodeled that house. Instead of giving her money, you saw what she did. She took some of the money and then took the rest of it and then turned around and put the rest of it in her pocket. She ain't gonna use that whole entire $4,500. Dude, knowing that she got a gambling problem, why in the world would you give her that money? That is insane. Why would you give her that money, Mike? That was stupid. Very, very, very stupid. So I don't understand, but in the end, like I said, it's just crazy to me. But it ain't my situation, so like I said, that's something she got to deal with at this point in juncture. So, like I said, I don't necessarily understand why in the world he would give her that much money. But then again, it ain't my situation, so hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But we shall see. I digress. So we're just gonna have to see how this plays out. But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, ain't no way. But I'm glad that Nikki went and apologized to Mike for her preconception notions of him and realized that he actually is a good dude. Now, this is going to be interesting, though, because Mike is going to want Ralphie with Nikki. But we also got to remember the crazy girl that Kendrick hooked him up with. Yeah, Kendrick, what happened to your girl? What happened to her? Because I'm just trying to figure out what happened to her. She just disappeared out the face of the earth and we ain't seen nothing else from her. That's what I'm saying. They'll do stuff and they'll bring these new characters and then we don't see them no more. I don't know what happened to the crazy girl. Is he still messing with her? We don't know. As for Chase, I'm not even surprised what you did. I'm not even remotely even surprised about the fact that you went and you decided that you wanted to go and tell Natasha that she's going to be second to Kendrick. You know that Natasha does not like being second. You know that. But you're going to do it anyway. So like I said, I find this very interesting how this is going to turn out. Even though Natasha knows that case because she's also experienced it better than anybody. But you know what? It ain't nothing Natasha can do at this point. Natasha, just go ahead on and do what you need to do once that case gets started. Now, as for Zoe, you did this for Shania. Because I'm going back to Zoe. Zoe did this for Shania. And Dawn, you are so jealous of your sister and her life. The fact that you slept with her fiance, aka your baby daddy. It's crazy to me. Like I said, the fact that you are so jealous about the fact that he bought Natasha clothes, the fact that he did all this stuff for Natasha, the fact that he still wants Natasha. Girl, you want everything that girl got. And then you didn't even raise Zoe. You didn't raise her. Her daddy raised her. And then you talking about, I'm a mom. Girl, you couldn't even handle her. The first thing you did was give her to Natasha. You forever giving that child somewhere. And you wonder why she act the way she does. Why she disrespects you the way she does. She disrespects you because that's exactly what you've done. You sat up here and you have put this girl off on everybody. That's the sad part about it. And that's what I'm saying. I don't for the life of me understand why you can't understand how she ended up sleeping with Shania. And you can't understand why and how that happened. Oh, okay. I can understand how it happened. At the end of the day, like I said, Zoe did this for Shania. Because she didn't want Shania to kick her out. She didn't want Shania to end the relationship. That is why she left. She did it because she wanted Shania to worry about her so much that he wouldn't kick her out, that he wouldn't break up with her. That is why she did what she did. And it's really sad that she's got to go through all of these things just to basically keep a man. So don't this sound familiar?